Welcome back to Quincy Bowl TV. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Guys, today we're just going to do the EPL review, specifically the LFC match, and then we'll talk about some of the other matches that were over yesterday and today. So thank you so much. Share, subscribe, like, notification bell. Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Anyway, so today Liverpool played Leicester at Anfield. It was a very much needed match because it felt like we have had like 2 months break from the EPL, although we did play over the weekend. That was an FA Cup against Cardiff. But this was a much needed game that you could tell that the guys are out of sync. LFC, we need a lot of games because Klopp is very high on momentum, that we keep going and going and going and going. And you could tell from the first maybe 15 minutes, you could tell that the guys were out of sync. The passes was not as, crisp. The interchange between, say, especially midfield to attack, the final third was missing for most part of the game. But of course, we have a new player who started today, Mr. Luis Diaz. So he was also learning his trade. And you guys know how Liverpool is, especially when you're playing for club. A lot of times it takes a while, and we're glad that he's here now because by June, he will be better embedded into the team. Look at somebody like Flacco. It took him almost 2 months for him to join the team. Same thing with Robo. People like Thiago and Jota, they embedded it right away. It was like hand to glove. But Diaz, you could tell, Diaz didn't see anything different from him. He played like a guy who has been on the team for a very long time. But still, when you're dealing with Klopp's team, you have to fit perfectly. They don't buy you unless they know that you are the perfect fit. But we go back to the match. The first 15 minutes, it was a little bit dull on our side. Yes, we did have a lot of control. Leicester came in to play defense. They used the same tactics that they played against us when we went to the King's Palace, and they were trying to be defensive and then towards the end try to hit us on a counterattack, but we had a lot of the ball. We were controlling the ball. The first 15 minutes was, we could not, our final third was not there as much. We had the ball in the back a lot. The midfield were doing well, but the final killer instinct wasn't there. First half, it was pretty good. I like how we didn't force it. That's one thing that I was very excited. The passes were moving very well, and the transition between defense to midfield especially was very good. But the runs wasn't there yet, especially the first half. Our runs was not non-existent because we did have the pass to Jota that he had a shot but went straight to the goalie. That should have been a goal. But like I said, this is guys who are coming back, so it was very hard for them to acclimatize to the match right away. We haven't played in a long time. The whole league hasn't played in a long time. So it was a little bit, yeah. But, I like what I saw. Excuse me. I like what I saw in the first half. We did not force it. That was very important because a lot of times when Liverpool forces things, we get hit with a counterattack. They didn't get a few counterattack, but the defense was solid. Matip and VVD were in sync. Trent in the first half, his runs wasn't there yet because a lot of the ball was on the left side. And that was because I guess they were trying to get Diaz to be part of the team, trying to get him acclimatized to the team. So a lot of the balls was on this side. Usually, our attack is on the right side. And the fact that Mo was also sitting on the bench also has a lot to do with it. I think he had Jota on the right side, Bobby in the middle, and Diaz on the left up top. And of course, the midfield was Thiago, Curtis, and Flacco, Fabinho. Now, in terms of individual performance in the first half, Robo, first 5 minutes was, I would say maybe first 10 minutes, he was a little bit off, but eventually he got his composure back. VVD from jump, he was already on point. Matip was, I think Matip played very well. The way he moved the ball from defense to midfield, or sometimes even pushing all the way to attack. Trent, he was very measured. He didn't force things. Like I said, he wasn't I think they told him, you're not going to make that many runs today. We're going to focus on the left side. Thiago being in the team was such an important. This is one of the reasons why we keep telling people the importance of Thiago. You guys were expecting somebody like who's going to be playing like Ronaldinho, dribbling and shooting and scoring. No, that's not what Thiago is. Thiago's job is to control the tempo of the midfield, especially the whole match. And as you guys know, the stat says we have played 17 with him, won 16 and drew 1. People don't give him the respect he deserves in his defensive part of the game. Everybody thinks everything is just attack, attack, attack. He gets the ball, he passes it forward. Or some people think, oh, he slows the game down. No, he is the driver. So he follows the tempo. If the tempo is too hot, he slows it down. If it's too slow, he picks it up. Curtis, I think Curtis was playing. He was playing, but he was missing a lot of times. And a couple of times he was getting caught. And I'm very concerned with Curtis because I know he's way better. When we've seen him when he plays, he is something else. But his consistency is killing me, because the reason why I'm saying that is if he keeps playing like that, he's not going to get a lot of game time. And we need him to get game time because this is part of his development. He's young and he is the next generation. And we want him, because starting next year, we're probably going to lose Milner. So he's probably the apparent replacement. Henderson is not going to get that much playing time. So Elliott is also coming in. And we know how Keita and Thiago is, they get injured quite a bit. So they need to be very on point, because at the moment needed, they have to fit in like a glove. We can't expect them to be choosing when they're going to be playing well, or, today I'm going to have a great match next week. No, it has to be consistent. That's my thing with Curtis. His thing is, he's a double-edged sword. His arrogance is his best attribute. And at the same time, that one also, you could tell it hurts him a little bit because sometimes he overdo it. But I'm hoping, he keeps playing, because we need him to keep playing. That kid is very, very, very talented, and we need that. He brings something different that all our midfielders don't, And then, of course, the front three, Jota, Bobby, and Diaz, they, for first time playing together, they played pretty well. Bobby was losing a couple balls on the first half. But like I said, he hasn't played in a while. He just got back from an injury. So he's still trying to get his feet. Jota is the man on fire right now, because this guy is steaming, And then, going to the second half, the corner kick, great corner kick from Robo. VVD should have put the ball in the back of the net, but the ball went straight to the goalie. And Schmeichel, he's pretty good. But this is why we need a good striker. Hence, Jota. He was in the right place at the right time, and he placed the ball in the back of the net. Those are the goals that you need. Those are the goals that win you championships, because it's not the matches that you outplay everybody and then, you score 10 goals. No. Those little balls that comes into certain places that nobody's there, and then the right person is there. That's how Haaland plays, and he scores a lot of goals like that. So Jota was at the right place at the right time. Second half, goal first, we had a goal for a long time. It didn't look like, I didn't feel like they were going to bother us that much. Yes, they were created, when you play against Liverpool, you are going to create chances. That one I have already made up my mind that this is always going to happen. The fans were a little bit itchy because they wanted to win. But I was very, very calm. I didn't feel like Leicester was going to worry us. Yes, they brought Ignacio in, but I know the back line, the back four were controlled. They didn't need they were not being worried by anybody. So I didn't worry about it. And Fabinho was on point. And the fact that when Fabinho plays like that, it makes it easy for the back four to do whatever they could even commit more. They could create chances more. They have a chance to be more daring, should I say, that's the word. And of course, you got Thiago in there controlling everything. It makes it very easy. And then when he brought in Elliott, the midfield changed a little bit. Now we were more on the attack. And one thing that I also saw that, yes, they did put a lot of people in the back. They were playing a lot of defensive ball, but still in the second half, we were able to slice and dice him. The issue with Liverpool is we haven't found our feet yet. So the balls did not go into the back of the net. And we did get a lot of shots on goal, because Michael did very well. Some of their players put their body on the line. It was very impressive to see that even though a team was playing with 10 men behind the ball and we were still able to create chances. When Diaz get the gist of what Klopp wants him to play, he's going to be a problem to a lot of teams. Because this guy hustles. I like his defensive part, because that was one thing that I was worried. Everybody was, Diaz, he scores a lot of goals, blah, blah, blah. But one thing that people forget about Mane is he always comes back to help Robbo. That part of his game, he has started off well, so my mind is at ease right now. So I'm very comfortable with Diaz. If Mane is not playing, Diaz is playing, there's no difference. Mane is a whole different beast, and Diaz is also different. The second goal came by the same way, Jota being his predator self. Funny thing is, this is also an assist from who? Matip. Both assists were from our center backs today. Both our assists is from our center backs. And Matip, the ball even started from Thiago coming through the middle. Matip just tap it like he playing like Matip used to be a midfielder back in the day. So he has that sense of knowing how to place a ball for another person. And he did very well. And then Jota just had to be his predator self, and he was right there. Boom, same thing like I was saying, being there at the right time. After that, the match was over. The match was over from the whistle. We had more control. We were more offensive. We were more daring than them. They were just sitting back trying to hit us on the counterattack. Our guys are fit. The only thing is they are not, we lost a little bit of momentum due to the break. But momentum. When we get it back, we're going to be a problem. In terms of we're going to catch City, we got a 20% chance of doing it. We got 20% of doing it. City makes a mistake, Liverpool is sneaking in there. That's what I believe. But let's go on to and I guess the next match today was Arsenal versus Wolves, which was Arsenal beat them, which was surprising. They had a chance and they put it in. Gabriel, like I said, assisted with the ball. Corner kick, and then they put a ball in the back of the net. Martinelli getting a red card, I don't know what he was thinking. But this Arsenal team and discipline is a problem to them. They keep getting the red cards, double yellow cards. When this get thick, you will need those players. And if they have a red card and being missing matches, you're going to lose that top four chances, all right? Yesterday, City played Brentford. It was 2-0, a penalty kick, and from Mahrez and KDB, of course, you know him, the magician. Leeds and Aston Villa match was entertaining. Wow. And I know LFC fans are, some of them, the FSG out crowd. We need a Coutinho back. We need a Coutinho back. Come on. All right. Let him enjoy himself. Everton has found themselves in the bottom of the pile. They are in a relegation battle. Lampard is not the dude. I don't know why they decided to bring him in, but Lampard is not the dude. They should have brought Allardyce and have them fight themselves out, and then maybe you bring him Lampard in the beginning of the season. But this is going to be a problem. Let's see what he does. Tottenham and Southampton was another great game. Spurs being Spursy. How Southampton, if they stay consistent, they should be where Wolves or West Ham are. Because when they stay consistent, they play well. They know how to press. They gave City a big problem until City scored that goal to equalize. They're doing very, very well. It's just that they're never consistent. They could play like this for 2-3 matches, and then they will just go on a free fall. But that match was beautiful. I thought it was going to be a 3-3 or Tottenham was going to win, but now VAR called those goals back. But anyway, guys, this weekend, there's also great matches coming up. We're excited. Liverpool play on Sunday against Burnley. We're going to Burnley. There's some Man U playing Southampton at Old Trafford. Right now, Old Trafford is like playing an away game for them. That's going to be crazy. Of course, City is playing Norwich. Norwich, please beat them like you beat them the other 2 years ago. Chelsea is not here. They are in is it Dubai or somewhere in the Emirates. They play in the World Club Cup Championship. I guess they made it to the finals. Great matches coming up this weekend. We'll be back on Sunday and we will talk about the matches again. Liverpool, we need those 3 points. We need those 3 points. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you joining me, listening to me babbling around. Please share, subscribe, like, Crazy Bold, Archie. Peace.